those of you that are not from around here may not be aware that most of in the Twin Cities, the reason we don't have such huge problems when there is flooding is that most of the residents and businesses, they're high up on bluffs overlooking the Minnesota River and the Mississippi River. That's why there's not huge, not such a disaster when we have bad floods, flooding like we are this year, summer of 2024. Instead, most of the lowlands along the rivers are reserved for parks and nature preserves, and that's where the flooding is happening now. That's where the impact is happening on the parks and in the nature areas. That's why you're not hearing about on the news as much of the flooding impact here in the Twin Cities. At least not on the national news. If you're not from around here, you're not hearing about the like flooding, huge flooding problems in the Twin Cities, and that's only because it's down on the river bottoms areas. And so that's where I went today, the river bottoms, and I made a couple of videos with my phone. I just wanted to share that with you. It's really bad, and it's not showing up on the MnDOT's road impacts, or when they talk about when they show a screen of the closures and everything. They're not showing that where I went. It's on Nichols Rd. It's the access to the pedestrian and bicycle and pedestrian bridge that runs alongside the Cedar Avenue Bridge, or also known as Highway 77 Bridge, that goes over the Minnesota River. That's closed due to flooding. It may not show it on MnDOT's 511 webpage, but it is closed. It's definitely flooded, very flooded, and it does not look like it's going to go down anytime soon. It's the highest I've ever seen it. If you know that area, it's almost up to the railroad tracks. That I've never seen it. Usually it doesn't start until you're like around to where the Highway 70, where Cedar Avenue goes above Nichols and leading to that parking lot area where they also have a boat launch and access to the trails that go along the Minnesota River, and you can take a trail that goes all the way to the 35W and 35W bridge down farther west, that's that area is completely covered up, so you can't definitely is not open, and it's really stagnant water. It stinks like a stinky stagnant pond water, and does not look like it's moving at all. So even if we don't have rain, it looks like it would take a long time for it to go down, but we're supposed to be rain tomorrow, Monday. So I think it's going to be closed for maybe the whole summer. Hope not, but I would not be surprised if it's that area is closed and you can't access the Cedar Avenue pedestrian bridge or that park area down there for a long time. I might try to go back there later on and check it out, because we don't seem to be getting updates from the MnDOT. So yeah, without further ado, I'll show you the videos that I made of my trip today. I rode my bicycle down there just to check it out. I figured I wouldn't be able to get across the river there, or get too far down. But I was surprised how short a distance I could go before I reached the flooding. It was really surprising. It's the worst I've ever seen. I've been down there many times, when it's flooded in the past, but I've never seen it that bad. That it is now. So yeah, I'll show you those videos now. Okay. Yep. Definitely cannot get across the river via the Cedar Avenue Bridge. Definitely flooded. This is Nichols Rd. The route to get to the pedestrian crossing over the Minnesota River. in Eagan. It is very flooded, as you can see, although it is slightly below its peak, it appears. See the debris over there. Hopefully it's... You can see that. Is this even recording? I think it is. We're almost up, made it up to the railroad tracks. It made up to about to the point of the high voltage power lines. That's about where we're at, peaked at. Yeah, about peaked at the high voltage power lines. Wouldn't want to touch that water. It smells a little bit too. It's like stinky pond water. It's not really flowing much around here. Definitely is high. This is the highest I've ever seen it. And it's been flooding.